In this Ismono Raw video, I will review the Chrome Mini Kadet Slingbag, which is pretty much known in the street photography scene and in the bicycle scene as far as I can tell. For those of you who don't know, Ismono Raw is basically my series in which I try to produce a review video with as much information as possible, but with less production time, so I can provide you with videos in those times where I don't have that much space in my schedule left to produce videos. At the moment I am working on a bigger film editing job, so I don't have that much time to make these reviews. Therefore, these Ismono Raw videos are basically just a video from one camera angle with not that many edits and not that much B-roll. Yeah, let's go into the review. This is the Chrome Kadet Mini, and as far as I was able to tell before starting testing this bag, this is a very popular bag, especially with street photographers, bicycle riders, and rightfully so, because you can fit A, a lot of stuff into this bag, B, it is very durably made and somewhat rain-proof, water resistant. I always hesitate. Oh, sorry about that. I bumped against the camera. So I always am a little bit hesitant to say something is waterproof because yes, fabrics like this X-Pack fabric is waterproof and water won't penetrate the fabric itself. The zippers, YKK AquaGuard zippers, are also waterproof themselves. But if you see it over here, don't close the zippers completely, then water will get inside. And also, even if you close it completely, this is a dual zipper, there is still a tiny small gap where water could get inside if you are riding in the rain for a longer period of time. Also, seams are a way for water to get inside over longer periods of time. Imagine walking or riding a motorcycle in highway speeds in a monsoon rain in Indonesia, for instance. Then eventually water will get inside. That's why I'm always hesitant to say something is waterproof. But this fabric, the X-Pack fabric, the Cordura, everything to the zippers is, in my opinion, can be considered water resistant. As mentioned, X-Pack fabric, I love Chrome bags because they are very highly well made. You have seatbelt webbing for the strap, metal buckles for this adjustment of the shoulder straps. Unfortunately, it is not detachable in a way that you can easily slide it, like open it up and then slide it over your shoulder and close it up. So basically, I always tend to loosen up the strap, put it over my shoulder, and then just pull the strap tightly to fit on my shoulder. And as you can see here, here is a little buckle to adjust the length of this strap end, but I tend to leave it at the fullest length, although it dangles around when I'm riding my motorcycle. It can be a little bit annoying, but I feel like this is a good solution for someone who might want to keep this strap end a little bit more shorter. Then you have this elastic to keep this strap end in place and not have it dangle around. But I usually, in the heat of the moment, I tend to forget this elastic, because when I open this up like so, like you go like this and you pull on this part and pull the whole strap to make it longer, then the elastic just stays here and then I tend to forget it as soon as I adjust the strap length. This part of the shoulder strap is padded and is very comfortable. Although this is called a Mini Kadet, it is still very big and you can fit a lot of items in here. So I will talk about the inside in just a second. With all of the contents inside, having this padded shoulder straps makes it very comfortable to carry around. On here you have this Velcro to attach additional pouches or maybe a bike light or something like that. You can just hook and loop it onto this part. Then if you want to store a U-lock, I think that's what this kind of bike locks are called, you can just slide it into this part and carry the U-lock on your bag attached to the Mini Kadet. In here, I can't show it to you. There is a secret pocket, a small little pocket in here. If you have some very high valuable items that you want to keep safe from pickpockets, then you can store it in this little hidden pocket. It would fit maybe a very compact wallet, some cards, or maybe cash. As you might know, Chrome is known for their bicycle DNA, so you have some reflective applications on this, or you call this, compression straps. You could maybe also store a small tripod underneath here if you want. As mentioned, this is a bag that, as far as I can tell, many street photographers use, so I can imagine some using this loop system to attach a tripod underneath here to carry around. Furthermore, you have some loop points here, and maybe you have seen one of my videos where I had this little hack to attach a S-binder on your sling bag or your backpack, better on a sling bag, to quickly attach your keys. I only use this on sling bags because I don't want my keys on my bag, on my backpack, for someone just to grab. And usually I keep not this one, but most sling bags in the front of my chest so I can see my keys, and I like to attach it on here. And to make this a little bit more secure, because this is not a lockable S-binder, I attach some heat wrap so this won't accidentally open. Yeah, that was the outside. Let's go to the pockets. This is a very simplistic designed bag in terms of features. You have one pocket in the front, which has no organization, and I like to keep my face mask in here, and only my face mask and maybe some tissue, because I want to keep my face mask obviously as clean as possible and not spread anything on there from onto the mask, but also not from the mask to my other items. So usually these smaller front pockets of my sling bags are dedicated to my face mask and all the items that I want to keep as sanitized as possible. So no money in here, obviously, and no keys. So that's the front pocket. And then we go to the main compartment, which has the YKK AquaGuard zippers and this dual zipper design. And this is also very simplistic. You have one big pocket, one slot that is divided a little bit here, so you can keep stuff a little bit separated. And immediately you can see I'm able to fit a camera in here, which is why I mentioned a couple of times already, this is great for street photographers, or why street photographers like to use this. So this is a Micro Four Thirds camera, the Lumix GX85, and disinfectants, my biodynamics Bluetooth headphones. I like to have these kind of headphones because if I have earplugs with Bluetooth, I tend to get seasick and get headaches if the Bluetooth transmitter and receiver is close to my head. So I like to have these kinds of headphones where the Bluetooth transmitter is as far away from my head as possible. Great headphones. I like these quite a lot. Also, the battery life is incredible because this is obviously bigger than your Apple EarPods. Disinfectants, an old lighter, some wet wipes, more disinfectants. So that's in the main compartment. Then in the back, I have my phone, the Bellroy Apex Mini. I'm currently testing this. Many of you know that I love the secret wallet, but also I love my extra wallet for the mechanics. And yeah, I just wanted to test this out because one of my Patreons said this is like the best wallet he has ever used. You know who you are. So I will review this for the next few weeks. So far I like it, but I miss the mechanism of the extra. And yeah, if you want to see this review, don't forget to subscribe. Eye drops, because I have contact lenses, and when I wear a face mask, the air that I breathe out gets into my eyes, and that's why they get dry real quickly. Chapstick, that's in this pocket. And then in this small slot, I have my Swiss Army knife that I customized with some titanium scales. So what do I like about this bag? As you can tell, I can fit a bunch of items inside. The build quality is amazing. The shoulder strap is very comfortable. But what don't I like? That's the right grammar. I really miss some organization. Everything is just basically, yeah, as you can see here, it's just thrown into here and yeah, moves around all over the place. And I would love to have some more slots. I would love to have this pocket zippered so nothing like just flops out. And yeah, I love how much I can fit in here. I love how comfortable it is despite all of the stuff inside. But I don't like how everything is just, yeah, it's just like a big hole of stuff. And I wish there was some organization in here. But if you don't mind this, and obviously if you have organizational slots, you have more fabric, more, and therefore potentially more bulk. And being this big actually, compared to my other sling bags, this doesn't feel that bulky. So the more slots you have in here, the more compartments, and therefore, albeit just a little bit sheet of fabric, it gets bulkier. All of that fabric adds up. So that's the trade-off of having more organizational slots in here. Also, having more organization also means that some items might not fit. So you need to balance that out. What do you want? Do you want more stuff to fit inside, or do you just want everything to be organized but then have more bulk? So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. For me personally, I probably only use this occasionally if I want to carry around a lot of items, but I will switch to a different sling bag. Also, maybe that's smaller, because with bigger sling bags, I tend to overpack. So I like to have it a little bit more compact to not get in my way, because at some point, if sling bag is too big, then there's the obvious question, why not just take a backpack? So there's a balance to be made. Other than that, this bag looks incredible. I think this is a very cool design. The fabrics is great, the durability is great, how it's made is great, and yeah, there is a simplicity that some people like. That's nothing wrong. It's just a personal preference. That's the Chrome Mini Kadet for you. So that was the Chrome Mini Kadet Slingbag review. As you can tell, I like this bag, but the features are probably not for me. I need a little bit more organization, but the build quality is incredible, the looks is incredible, and it feels very comfortable, even fully loaded. So I would like to know from you, what kind of sling bag are you using? Do you like smaller sling bags, or do you like them to be a little bit more bigger? Do you want more organization, but then maybe a little bit more bulk? Or do you want less organization, but therefore more space, but everything is just in a deep hole of stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any more questions, also comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon so you won't miss the next videos. Also check out my Instagram at @YouKnowTheBow. And yeah, I see you in the next videos, and stay safe and healthy everyone. Thank you very much.